population of the world, I mean the population of even your village self, is enough to give you a headache. You cannot please everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chika if this is your first time here, and if this is not your first time, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to be your authentic self in a world filled with clones. In this day and age where everyone is trying to copy every other person's aesthetic and people don't have a sense of individuality or authenticity. Now this topic may come off as easy, how to be yourself. Very simple, just be yourself. It's actually one of the hardest things to do, especially in this day and age of social media where everyone has their own aesthetic and every other person is just trying to find where they fall into. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tips on how to be your authentic self. Now the first step is being self-aware. Self-aware includes knowing who you are. There's nothing stronger than someone who is aware of their self, the good, the bad, and the ugly. When someone from the outside tries to explain to you or try to talk you down, it's like, hello, I already know that I have pimples on my face. Hello, I already know that I have bigger eyeballs than usual. Hello, I already know that I have bigger lips than usual. It's like you're already aware. And even with all those flaws, you still remain who you are. You still remain authentic to yourself. I think that is one of the most beautiful attributes to have as a person, because that just means that nobody can come in and try to point out your insecurities for you, because you already know, you know what, I'm not perfect, but I still love myself. Now the second step to being authentic is to remove the urge to be a people pleaser. I don't know if you've counted the population of the world. I mean the population of even your village self is enough to give you a headache. You cannot please everyone. As much as you would love to, it's just impossible. And the more you try to please people, the farther you are from your authentic self, because you want to please this and you want to please A, please B, please C. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot of work, and I am so lazy. I don't have the energy for it. The more you try to please people, the more you separate from who you actually are, because you're trying to mold the image of what someone already has of you. You cannot please everyone. That does not mean that you should not try to, you know, make people around you more comfortable, but not at the expense of your own self, not at the expense of who you are as a person. Don't try to be a people pleaser to the point that you neglect who you are. The step is realizing and understanding that perfection does not exist. There's no such thing as perfection. Perfection is a myth. Like, even the person you look at and say, wow, this girl is perfect, in her head she's like, I'm not perfect, I want to be like the next person. Every one of us has something that would like to change about ourselves, and that's just it. I feel like perfection is what you choose perfection to be. As human beings, we are not even made to be perfect. So there's no way you can try to be perfect without stepping out of your own self. So perfection does not exist. It's not in my vocabulary, it's not in my dictionary, it's nothing, and it's not real. The earlier you understand that, the better for you. The only opinion that matters to you in life is the opinion you have of yourself. I was on Twitter the other day. Twitter again, I'm always on Twitter, guys. I was on Twitter the other day. I was in a banter. I found myself in a banter with a guy, and this guy had went to my profile, my YouTube, started munching pictures and calling me ugly. And it's like, I'm not ugly. What are you talking about? Like, are you blind? You know? And that level of self-awareness, nothing, you can't shake me, because I know that I'm beautiful. So whatever you're saying is irrelevant. Your opinion does not count. Your opinion does not matter. This is my opinion of myself. Whatever your opinion is none of my business. That's such a good place to be, because then you do things on your own accord. You do what you want to do, and it builds your self-esteem. It makes you a better person. But if you are too keen on what other people's opinion of you is, then you will not live a very good life. You will not live a very reasonable life or valuable life, in my opinion. So having an opinion of yourself is very important than what the outside person thinks, because half the time people hate themselves. So why are they going to like you? Why are they going to give you the time of day? Of course, a lot of people project. That's another thing you need to know. So you can't let all these external factors affect who you are as a person. So you have to first build an opinion of yourself. Building an opinion does not mean, oh, I'm perfect. Of course, nobody's perfect. You see yourself in the mirror. There's something you'd like to tweak. There's something you would not like to tweak. But being self-aware and having that opinion that, you know what, I've seen myself, I am beautiful, that's all that matters. That's one of the highest places to be in your life. Then nobody can come from outside and be talking anyhow. You feel me? Yeah. Now another step is being brutally honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. You know, like I said, we are far from perfect. As individuals, we have flaws. I maybe might be someone who talks a lot. I might be someone who talks too loud. I might be someone who talks too calmly. You need to first be honest with yourself and say, you know what, you need to change this. I always preach that there's a time and place for everything. For example, you're someone who talks very loudly and you go to a gathering where people are actually on the calmer side and all of that. You cannot say, oh, I'm just being myself and go there and start shouting. Absolutely not. Like, it's important because you need to understand, because you're not perfect, there's always room for improvement. And this means making a conscious effort to be the better version of yourself every day. Does that mean that you do not love yourself? No, actually, it even means that you love yourself enough to want to get better, to want to do better. So if you're in a place and you know that, you know what, I'm actually usually loud, let me reduce my tone. That does not mean that you're not being yourself. It means you're being honest with the fact that, you know what, I know I talk really loudly and it doesn't really suit this environment, so I'm going to tweak it a little bit. If you're out and about, I know that, you know what, I'm a loud person and this place doesn't require that type of vibe, turn it down a notch. Does it mean that you're not yourself? Absolutely not. It means that you respect other people's space. Same goes for someone that is quiet. If you're a quiet person, I know you're going to a club, you don't want to kill the vibe of the people you're with. So you try to, you know what, tweak it. Let me have a little fun. I don't want to be a party pooper. That does not mean that you're not being yourself. It means that you're making a conscious effort to, you know, match the vibe of wherever it is that you find yourself. I was reading a book called The 2 Arts of Not Giving a Fuck, and honestly, that book changed my whole mindset. Who cares what the next person has to say? Who cares what you have to say about me? It doesn't matter. The fact remains that I'm myself and I'm making a conscious effort to be a better version of myself. Now, your opinion, your critics does not matter to me because I already formed an opinion of who I am in my head and nothing can change that. That's where self-esteem comes from. That's where self-awareness comes from. People are not themselves because of the fear of being criticized, the fear of being looked down on, the fear of being dragged. But who cares? Why do you give people so much power over you? It doesn't even make sense. Then you start living your life for people and not yourself. What kind of life is that? Now we live in a generation where everyone is liking white. Everybody all of a sudden loves neutral. Everybody is copying everyone's aesthetic. Now there's nothing wrong with getting inspiration from someone's sense of style. There's nothing wrong with, you know, liking what someone else is like. But don't forget to have your own thing. What is your own aesthetic? Some people don't like white, but they end up wearing white because they feel like that's what's trending. I personally don't like white. I don't care. I don't like white as a color to put on. I don't like it. It's beautiful, but I don't like it because I feel like it's too high maintenance. It just means that it's not my vibe. There was a time that I was struggling with my sense of self. I didn't know who I was, and I'm still in that process. Today I like neutral, tomorrow I like black, tomorrow I like this. I'm still finding myself. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, as much as you grab inspiration from other people, other influencers, other creators, make sure you have a sense of self. Make sure that there's something you like among some people. If you look at their wardrobe, they don't like anything there, but they just buy it because it looks good. It's the general aesthetic, it's the trend. Make sure that as much as you love trends, there's a sense of individuality in your closet. There's a sense of individuality in your makeup. There's a sense of individuality in anything that it is that you find yourself doing. Okay, so that's just my own 2 cents on it. I'm still finding myself. I always say that I'm far from perfect. If you look at my profile, you always see that I am on a journey to self-improvement, and I'm just giving you guys tips and tricks as I grow. Yeah, so for those of you that are not new here, hi, my name is Chika and I'm a YouTuber content creator based in Lagos, Nigeria. And I wanted to leave this introduction for the end of this video because I know that you clicked on this video for a reason, probably to learn a few things. So I didn't want to bore you with an introduction because, first of all, who cares, right? But for those of you that care, my name is Chika and I'm a YouTuber content creator based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm currently on the way to 1,000 subscribers and I'm hoping on you to click that subscribe button down below, like this video, share with your friends, leave me a sweet comment down below. What do you like? Do you like my makeup? Do you like my hair? Do you like the way I talk? Do you not like it? Everything, let me know in the comments. Don't be shy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you learned a thing or two, and if you didn't, I hope that you were entertained by this beautiful face. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, and share it to your friends. Bye.